Now, if you like the workflow of master properties and CSVs, you're really going to love the workflow of master properties with CSVs and expressions. In this exercise, we're actually going to use a CSV to change the subtitle of our title graphic here. But we're going to use an expression to automatically have the subtitle change every time we duplicate a composition. So let me show you how we can build that. I'll go ahead and just click once in the master properties and expression composition here. This is my master composition. And I'm going to go back to the beginning and press the spacebar to preview the animation. And you can see I've got a title animation here called Travel Zone. All right, now I'm going to press the spacebar to stop playback. And I have a version composition already set up. So I'll double click on version 1. And here you'll notice I have a CSV file, which I've already imported and added into the timeline. In that file, I have a subtitle, and in that subtitle column, it has 3 different properties. And for my master properties and expressions composition, I already added a master property to be able to change the subtitle text. So what I'll do is I'll go to the property pick whip for the subtitle text, and I'll point it at subtitle 0, and it's going to pull that information from that specific row inside of my CSV. All right, I know that may not seem like a big deal, but let's go ahead and open up the arrow to the left of the stopwatch for my subtitle text. And here you can see I have an expression that's been written. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is make note of the name of this column, which is subtitle. So I'm going to go up here under my versions, and I'm going to rename this composition. I'll click on the composition, I'll press return, and I'll call it subtitle 0. All right, so the name of the column is subtitle, and this is subtitle 0. Now I'm going to go here to where it says subtitle 0, and I'll click once, and I'm just going to delete everything inside these 2 brackets. And this time I'll go ahead and start to type the word this, and I'm going to choose this comp. So I'll click once on that and press return, and then I'll type .na, and I'll click once on name, and I'll press return. So the last section of this expression is going to say bracket this comp .name bracket, and I'll click outside of there just once, and it doesn't look like anything's happened, but let's go up here to the versions composition, and I'll click once on subtitle 0 to make sure it's selected, and I'll press Command D to duplicate it. And it's going to skip to subtitle 2, but that's okay. I'll press return, and I'll just rename this 1, and then I'll press Command D to duplicate that again, and now I have subtitle 2. And if I had more fields here in my CSV, I could keep duplicating the composition, and it's going to keep pulling more information from each one of these different rows. So let's look at the results. Subtitle 0 has the first row of information with the first column, and I'll go ahead and double click. Now subtitle 1 has travel zone, which is the second thing in my spreadsheet. And here I'll go ahead and double click subtitle 2 travel ways. So when it comes to actually working extraordinarily quickly by combining master properties and CSVs, you can work even faster by adding an expression on top of it.